This week in Nerf, we've got pre-orders galore and a sweet, sweet LED blaster. I'm Jangular, and this is your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news. Now, jumping right in, our first story is that there are now Metal Stampede, Rapid Strike, and Hyperfire gears available for pre-order on Reddit or Facebook. Now, these are through the Reddit Nerf exchange or the Facebook page LZ Mods. Both those links will be in the info below as usual, and the user is 4tacos4me that made this post on the Nerf Exchange subreddit. Now what's awesome about these is people have been wanting metal gears for a long time. As long as we've had Stampedes, I think, that have been modded and gearboxes failing, this has been something people have wanted, and we've had them off and on. It seems like I remember seeing some here and some there, and they didn't last too long. That they went up, but the cost to make them was too much. And I'm hoping that now the LZ Mods group has found a good way to make them for a reasonable price that is not too, what's the right word? It keeps too many people away from ordering them and makes it a process they are unable to continue to provide. So these are being wax printed, and then the wax is put into a mold, and then the wax is melted, and then the metal is cast into that mold. And that's how these are made, and I think it's absolutely awesome that these guys are going about this and providing that service to the community through a sort of retail endeavor rather than just like a Shapeways kind of third-party account type deal. But I think these are cool. It's something that, yeah, we've wanted for a long time, and I hope they continue to be able to provide them to the community. Moving on to another pre-order, we have the JSPB Blaster Company just announced pre-orders are available for their new Build and Battle Blaster. Now, you know that I absolutely adore this JSPB blaster that I am borrowing from Thundercrunk. It was my favorite blaster of 2016. So I was looking forward to their new offerings, and I've got some mixed feelings. There's some really good things about it, and there's some things I'm concerned about. So let's just jump into that really quick. Some of the really good things, they're talking about having a 30-minute build time for this blaster. That's way faster than some of the other blasters. I know some people talked about taking a week off and on to build their previous versions of the blaster, and that's a lot longer than 30 minutes. So I think that's really cool. It's also got a small size, which means it's easy to carry around. It's not too bulky. It's not going to weigh you down, things like that. It's also hitting 90 to 100 FPS, which, while not overpowering, is pretty solid. It's a decent kind of super stock range, so you're not, going to be hurting people or anything if you're using solid tip darts, but it's just a good, solid kind of entry-level FPS. So I like that. I wouldn't mind if you go a little bit higher on it, but as long as the older models are still available, then you can go with those models if you want a little bit more power. I also like this is a modular platform. There's stocks you can add, scopes you can add, different barrels you can add, or you can just go with the base small platform blaster, which is fantastic. So those are some really good pluses to this platform, because I think they continue to build in the modularity and add different things and different looks. Right now it's got a really sci-fi look that I really think is cool, but they can go a different route in the future. So that is also really good. They do have an overpressure valve in this model that allows you to also change and kind of tune the FPS to where you want it for yourself. And an adjustable trigger for you so you can get the trigger pull that you want. So a lot of things that you can kind of tweak and adjust to fit things just the way you want. Now, that's all the good. The things I'm concerned about is comfort. That's one of my big things. It doesn't look the most comfortable to hold and grip. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's actually fantastic and the grip is fine. We'll find out if someone orders one around here, if I can get my hands on one. It looks questionable. So I'm not going to say it's terrible right off the bat, because I haven't had a chance to hold one, but I'm reserving my judgment till I get my hands on one for that. My other main issue is if you look at where the pump is placed and where your hand looks like it would rest while you're holding the blaster to shoot, they're in two different spots. And that's a big kind of pet peeve for me. That's why pump kits are so popular for retaliators. So you can have your hands in a comfortable position and prime and shoot, prime and shoot. That's part of why I love this JSPB blaster so much, because you've got your hand on the grip that's comfortable, and it's also your priming mechanism. So it's fantastic. Now, if they went away from that for this one, that's a big bummer for me. It may not be a downside for a lot of people or everyone, but for me personally, that's just something I wanted to share at first glance on this. So those are my thoughts on the JSPB. If you want to pre-order one or take a look at the prices and all the modular accessories, I'll have a link in the info as always. Now, let's jump to our mod of the week. There were a couple that I was bouncing back and forth on, and I may just do the other one that I didn't do this week next week because it's just really awesome too. But this one, I loved the way it looked. I thought, let's continue the theme of the way things look, or things that are just visually interesting to me. So this week from Eric Beidel, or Beidel, I'm so sorry, I don't know exactly how to pronounce your last name, but this blaster is called Brian's Folly. It was posted on Nerf Modders Welcome on Facebook, and I thought, since we just talked about the LED contest that was going on Reddit last week, let's follow it up with an LED blaster this week. And this thing looks so cool in the dark. It looks like one of those plasma ball things, like when you put your hand on and the like electricity goes to your fingertips. It looks like that to me, and I think that's so cool. It looks really awesome. It's really something I would just love to see in a night game. I think it's fantastic looking. It's the base is an Apollo blaster. I'm not going to go through all the details. I'll link to, actually, he's looking to post a video going through all the stuff he did on this to his channel. So I'll go ahead and link his channel in the info so you can hit that up and find that video. I think sometime next week is when he was talking about doing it. So if you want all the details on what went into this blaster, check that link and look for that next week. But good stuff. I enjoyed it. I hope you all like the look of it as well. Now, the video of the week. I love Nerf war footage. I love drone footage. I have long wanted to get a drone of my own for Nerf war footage. And Dart Dragon had a chance to get some drone footage from one of the games he played in, and all he does is gameplay footage, so I love watching it. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love gameplay footage, and when you combine drone footage and gameplay footage, it just gets even better. So it just further confirmed that drones should be so much more common in this hobby. It's a great video. Go watch it. He also has some really fun blasters in some of his other videos, some modded stuff. This time he's using a Demolisher, and they are playing a game type called Territories. This is the SENC, so the Southeast Nerf Club. The link will be at the end of this video and in the info below. So go check it out, enjoy some gameplay footage, remind yourself how much fun it is to get out and play in this hobby and participate in all the various aspects of it. With that said, that's going to bring us to the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this video and want more in the future, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more in the future. Go figure. If you like this backdrop, let me know if there's things you change. Also let me know. Leave all of your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from all of you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jangular, and I'll see you next time.